Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the one and only Adrian Chambly, and I want to talk about the day where I finally played Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Wii, and it shocked me. I've been a Mario fan my whole life. I will always remember playing Super Mario Brothers on the NES when I was young. I remember the days of watching my brother and cousins play Super Mario 3 at my grandmother's house. And I remember when my brother got a Super Nintendo with Super Mario World for Christmas in 1991. So the Mario series has been a big part of my life. And what I love about those games is that they're very simple. You go from point A to point B while collecting power ups and avoiding enemies. And it's a simple formula, and I loved it. And then Mario 64 came out. There was a lot of hype for this game, especially since it was Mario's first 3D adventure. Now, with the N64, I really didn't care much about it when it came out. And as for Mario 64, it looked interesting, but I wasn't too into it. I wasn't too hyped about it. There was another game I was super hyped for, and I'll talk about that game at another time. But I do remember playing it at a Toys R Us, and it was a few days after Christmas. So I want to say it was near New Year's. And I remember playing the game at a Nintendo 64 kiosk, and it really intimidated me. I was very new to 3D games. I remember my cousin brought her PlayStation, and she had Resident Evil, and she rented Tomb Raider. So those games are 3D. So I was getting used to that. But seeing Mario in 3D really intimidated me. Playing it, I didn't know the controls, didn't know how to control Mario. And then the first level I ended up going to was Jolly Roger Bay at water level, of all places. It was intimidating, but it was really interesting. It was something that stuck with me to this day. But I would get more playing time with the game because my younger cousin ended up getting an N64 and Super Mario 64 for Christmas that year. And honestly, after the excitement wore off, I was kind of let down by the game. You see, at the time, I wasn't a big fan of collectathons, and this was Mario's first collectathon, and I wasn't feeling it. I wanted Mario to be like how Crash Bandicoot was. You go from point A to point B, just like in the 2D Mario games. This, you go around, you have to explore, find these stars and this big world, and you explore. And yes, it's intimidating, but after a while, I just got bored by it. So yeah, I wasn't really feeling Mario 64 at the time. Granted, I still played it a lot because there were some things I still enjoyed about it. Fast forward to the Nintendo GameCube, and you get Super Mario Sunshine. And it was another collectathon with a water pack. And this game I actually didn't really play much of. I don't really have history with Super Mario Sunshine. So yeah, you're not gonna see footage of it. But I know a lot of people like it. It wasn't really for me. I think I will play it sometime in the future though. But it was around that time when I really started to think of my dream 3D Mario game. A linear platformer where you go from point A to point B with old school power ups returning. I remember hearing about a Super Mario 128 game, and I was hoping it would be something like I dreamed, like a 3D Mario game similar to Mario 3 and Mario World. So, fast forward again to when the Wii was announced, I had high hopes that we would finally get my wish. Then E3 2006 happened, and they announced a new Mario game, and that game was Super Mario Galaxy. Once I saw the title and the early gameplay, I once again was disappointed. I thought the game was going to be another collectathon where you have to explore the whole galaxy this time, and you have all this open space with these little planetoids you have to explore on. No land at all to explore, no land masses, just space and little planetoids and stuff to float on. I just thought it was going to be big open space to explore. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it didn't sound really pleasant to me. Like, I didn't think there was gonna be any levels where we saw a blue sky or anything like that, or unique levels, unique worlds. I thought it was just gonna be space, and that's it. Boy, was I wrong. E3 2007 came and we'll see more gameplay from Mario Galaxy. This time it kind of piqued my interest. Like I said, I thought the game would be open space with little planetoids as platformers and no large land masses, but I was wrong. I saw the Honey Hive level in B Super Mario and the game looked kind of linear and it had a unique power up. Then I saw Space Junk Galaxy, and it looked like what I thought Mario Galaxy was going to be, but it didn't look bad. I at least knew that there would be variety. So we'll fast forward one more time to the game's release, and I saw the reviews for the game, and they were off the charts. And I remember one reviewer, it was actually a YouTube reviewer who said this, that the game was more linear than the other 3D Mario games, and that excited me. And then I went to GameStop one day and they had a Wii kiosk with Super Mario Galaxy fully playable from beginning to end. And one of the employees started playing it and I saw the opening cinematics and man, they did an amazing job with that. The game felt really epic. The game felt really epic and you can tell Nintendo really put their heart into this one. I saw the airships. I saw, well, actually, when I saw the airships, I instantly got excited because I love Super Mario Brothers 3. It's one of my all-time favorite games. And seeing the airships and that remix airship music, oh my gosh, I was so excited. And then seeing the spaceships rip Peach's castle from the ground and it goes up in space. That was really cool with that music playing and. Man, they went all out on this one. I think it was then when I decided to get the game as a Christmas present. I remember buying that game and a couple of others on a December afternoon, and I put those games in my closet because I wanted to wait until Christmas to play them. Christmas Day finally came, and I opened up Super Mario Galaxy. I started playing it, and it transported me back to when I was a kid. This game shocked me. I was not expecting to enjoy this game as much as I did. I remember playing it. Now, I want to get this out of the way though too. The first time I played it, and to this day, there's a couple of tracks on there that I don't like. The Good Day Galaxy, the first level in the game, I hate that song. I do not like it. And the song I hate more is the overworld spaceship thing. It sounds like it was ripped from a Disney princess movie. I hate hearing that. So those really grind my gears. I can't stand that. But looking beyond that, this game kicks ass. Everything else in this game is a 10 out of 10 for me. The rest of the music is incredible. It has peak level design. The gameplay is so addicting, and I love how the motion controls aren't as gimmicky as other Wii games. I remember eating Christmas dinner with my parents, watching the Lakers play the Suns. Go Lakers. But I remember doing that, and my cousin was there. He was playing with his toys he got for Christmas, and I was just sitting there just eating my dinner and thinking about this game. And I don't really do that much. I mean, even games I really like, but this game, I was thinking about it. It brought me back to when I was a kid. Like, get up on Christmas morning and play a platformer and just get engrossed in that world. I love playing platformers on Christmas morning. I don't know why. It's a big habit of mine. And this really brought me back to when I was a kid. I think that's what it does. It brings me back to when I was a kid, and this really did it for me. This game was amazing. It was incredible, and it was getting a lot of Game of the Year recognition as well. The game really impressed me, and it was a complete 180 to what I thought the game was going to be a year prior. If this is your first time here, this isn't the only time that this happened to me. Mario Galaxy ended up being one of my all-time favorite games, and I hate that I can't go back in time and experience it for the first time all over again. It's not the dream 3D Mario game that I wanted Nintendo to make, And honestly, I'm happy that it wasn't. I needed a game like this during that period of time, and it's games like Mario Galaxy that remind me why I love gaming. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my story for Super Mario Galaxy. I hope you all enjoyed it. This game brings back a lot of memories, and I do have a story for Super Mario Galaxy 2 that you guys should stay tuned for next time. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all take care, and y'all be safe.